What's going on, everyone? Today we're going to be reacting to American Horror Story Season 2, Episode 13, which is titled Madness Ends. This is the finale of Season 2, which has, of course, been Asylum. I've loved it. It's, like I said, definitely my favorite season thus far. And I would go as far as to say, I mean, it depends how this episode wraps things up, but I would go as far as to say it's in my probably top 20 favorite seasons of television ever. And I mean, I know I haven't seen that many shows out there, but I've seen enough to the point where being in the top 20 is quite impressive. I don't know. I thought it was really well written, really well directed. There's maybe like tiny minor flaws I could nitpick, but it's nothing too serious. I think as a whole, it's a really well made season, really interesting story, something that I've just been very attached to. It's been a lot of fun watching through this. So let's get into this last episode. Hopefully it's good. If you want to see the full cut reaction, that'll be my Patreon. Links that will be in the description down below. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Let's watch.
Tales from Briarcliff by Lana Winters.
So he's breaking into Briarcliff, right? Yeah, I forgot that that place was literally Briarcliff that the people were breaking in the first episode. So obviously it closes down eventually.
All masquerading as something else.
Oh, that's a cool shot.
Something far more savage even than nature.
Dude, this is so cool.
Oliver Thredson was, to all appearances, a kindly figure.
He really was, man. I like the character too.
This face he showed the world, this face of sanity and benevolence, that was his real mask. Underneath lurked the real Oliver Thredson, an unspeakable monster.
Oh my God.
4 months ago. Oh, we're back here. This was the first episode.
Once you were committed at Briarcliff, you never got out.
I really wonder how his story is going to end here. Like, is he going to end up dying or something else? I would love it if Lana gets to... If Lena gets to kill him.
Maybe it's bloody face. You are such a brick.
Speaking of which...
No!
So yeah, how did he rip off his arm? Because that was something I didn't, like... I didn't get. Did he, like, slice it off or something? He did not pull it off, obviously. Yep. There you go. It's cool seeing it from his perspective. Damn. Damn. That's so cool how they brought it all back to the first episode.
And who did this drawing of you?
Bono.
Oh, so we're gonna see her in the future then. I wonder if it's not gonna be the same actress, right? They probably just casted some older lady. Oh, they did you. Damn. Okay. I like that they use the same actress though. They did a good job with the makeup there.
I'm April, by the way.
Marion.
Wait, that's insanely good makeup. Wow.
I've got rehearsal. I've got to take it off. I'll be back by 5.
How's that? Yeah, it's her wife, I guess. It's good she met someone else. She's gonna get hunted down by her son this episode, I'm sure.
I will certainly ask you about your notorious nail-to-the-cross prison interview with Madoff. But before all that, I'd like to go back and start with the early years. The awful Bloody Face saga.
I said I wouldn't talk about that.
People want to hear about it.
But she said she wouldn't talk about it.
Who used murder and torture to keep himself from feeling like a eunuch. End of story. I refuse to give him one more second of airtime.
Yeah, I agree with that.
The Briarcliff expose. We good to go, everyone?
All set.
Honey, hand me that mirror, will you? I like to do my own eyebrows.
So did she eventually expose Briarcliff then? Well, I mean, the place shut down, so maybe something happened. I guess she did. Oh, so we're gonna see what happened after last episode. Oh, okay, interesting.
Oh, I know how to get in.
So yeah, she is doing what Kit wanted. Dude, is she? Oh my God. Okay, you know what? It's a good thing she's doing this, but she's doing the same thing she did the first episode. But she comes with backup this time though, so I guess it's a little different.
The fact that you would voluntarily go back into the place where you almost died.
For real, man. It's brave.
You need an angle, a hook. And boy, did I have a doozy.
All right, good thing she did this. That's really good.
I heard from very reliable sources that Sister Jude, the nun that imprisoned me at Briarcliff, was still alive. I was going to go into that snake pit and rescue her from the very place she had me committed.
Yeah, things got worse around here.
The church sold Briarcliff Manor to the state of Massachusetts in the fall of 1965. Since then, conditions have deteriorated.
It's insane how it got so much worse.
You have permission to do this?
You are the first attendant we've seen the entire time we've been here. Is it the policy to leave patients unclothed and unclean, some of them smeared in their own feces?
I'm sorry, there's just Too many for us to take care of.
Well, that's the
I
problem.
demand to see Judy Martin.
I'm surprised it was this easy for her. I mean, I don't know about easy, but she just walked right in. They're not even trying to like do anything to get her out. I guess what are they gonna do? Are they gonna kill her? Like, they're not as crazy as some of the people from before, but the conditions here are worse, which is again interesting how that happened.
You were left to die. Alone. Abandoned.
Dude, she's gonna be messed up for life, man. It's so sad. Oh.
Such a powerful scene you describe. I'm embarrassed to say I don't remember it.
That's because it never happened.
What? Oh, come on. Get the fuck out of here. Oh. Why would you do that to us? Why would you do that to us? Dude, they did a great job. She looks like genuinely just like an older person. Like, I don't know how they did it. Don't tell me. Oh my God, it's gonna be her. It's gonna be her son. Oh.
My pleasure, Miss Winters.
Shit. Oh shit. How did he get there? I don't know. Maybe he got a job with them or something. I don't know.
I was just watching the news. He did it. He really did it. He shut down Briarcliff.
That's good. It's just unfortunate Sister Jude was never found.
I wanted them to capture our reunion.
No, he's not having it.
Who's Betty Drake?
Oh.
And is she here?
Did he rescue her himself?
And then I found this. Betty Drake. Released to the care of Kit Walker, March 27th.
Oh, yeah. There you go.
Why?
Because it was something I could do. I mean, I couldn't shut the place down. I couldn't lead them all out of there like Moses.
Damn.
There was still life there. There was still someone buried deep inside. But I knew that life wouldn't last long if nobody got out of there.
That's good.
I think they were just happy to have one less patient to care for.
Oh, that's how we did it. That makes... Okay. Yeah. That's kind of beautiful, you know?
You brought her into your home.
Is that... Who's that?
The first thing we had to do was see her through a detox.
Yeah, because all those meds. Wow, man. I love this. This is a great way to end these two characters here. Oh, even the kids helping out.
They loved her. No matter how much she balked at them, they always understood something about her.
So she eventually came around.
It got worse before it got better.
I told you to stop in the corner!
What the f...
Hey! Hey! This is not Briarcliff, and you will not hit my kids!
Wait a minute! What's going on here? No, we do not have a children's ward! I told your mother that! I was very clear! I was very clear!
Jude!
You will address me as Sister Jude!
Wow, man.
I know what you did. Killer of women. No, you get away! Get away from me! I won't go back in that!
That's not good for the kids to be raised around. That's sad. Wow. Oh, you know, these kids are really damn mature. Wow. And kind of fearless. You think a kid be running away from someone screaming and yelling like that, but wow. I have a feeling she died. Kids talking to Lana right now like she's dead. Just I don't know the way he's talking to her.
I still don't know what happened in those woods. When they came back, something was different. Grace was right. Those children are special.
She's got to be dead by now.
Toe, heel, step back. Toe, heel, step back. Now spin me.
Oh, I love this shot. Oh, yeah, she dies, yeah.
For 6 months, she taught him how to swing dance and swear like a sailor. Made Thomas learn to sew, took away Julia's dolls and gave her trucks so she'd grow up tough. I don't know. Those last 6 months made up for a lifetime of horrors. But she sure seemed happy.
Holy shit, dude, this is a really beautiful story just put into, what, like 20 minutes? Not even.
Julie, don't you ever let a man tell you who you are or make you feel like you are less than he is.
Holy shit.
Thomas, don't pick your nose. And never take a job. Just for the money. Find something that you love.
Got you something?
No, I don't.
God damn, bro. Didn't think I'd feel sad and sympathetic for her at this point, but I am.
Go pile up the leaves in the yard.
I'm staying with Nana.
You better not screw them up.
I'm here. I'm not gonna leave you alone.
I'm not alone. She's here for me.
Oh, wow. Is it gonna be the Angel of Death? I don't know.
I don't know who she was talking about.
Oh, no, she definitely was talking about her. That almost brought me to tears, man. Oh, yeah, it is, yeah.
Are you sure you're ready this time? I'm sure.
Oh, look, the bed's coming closer. Damn, man. That was probably some of the best 5 to 10 minutes of this entire show.
Your next expose was, to put it mildly, controversial.
I think half of New York wanted to lynch me.
What was it?
Can we talk about what happened with Cardinal Howard?
Oh.
We found some very disturbing evidence. Cardinal.
God damn. Holy shit.
You can't expect me to remember anything about patients I wasn't responsible for.
I'm afraid you are responsible. Everything that happened at Briarcliff happened under your authority. And there is no statute of limitations on murder, Cardinal Howard. They're going to be looking to you for answers. What are you running from, Cardinal Howard? What are you running from?
Happy Easter!
To this day,
Yeah, that's gotta
people
take guts to
still
go
blame
after
you for
someone
what
like
happened
that.
to him.
I've got broad shoulders, but I can't take credit for what his guilty conscience made him do.
Oh, did he killed himself? Oh, God.
That man was a particular kind of liar. The kind who lies to himself about being a liar. He was so corrupt and deluded, he believed his own lies. Lies are like scars on your soul. They destroy you.
Is there something you'd like to share with us?
I'm going to come clean about a lie I've told for over 40 years.
About,
My book,
in the book? Yeah.
I write about the abuse, the pregnancy. I say that the baby died in childbirth.
Oh, she's gonna reveal that?
That child is alive.
Holy shit.
I didn't raise him, but someone did.
Holy shit. Dude, that woman that's interviewing her has gotta be the happiest person alive in that moment because she has this big thing to report on now.
I just prayed really hard that somebody else could give him the kind of mothering he'd need. I couldn't muster it.
And he's right there.
Has there been any contact since?
There was a period in the mid-70s where I suffered a terrible remorse about giving him up. I used all my skills as a sleuth, which are myriad, as we know, to track him down.
You like dinosaurs? You want to suck a
Is that him?
dick?
Hey, you little shit. You back off before I hurt you in ways you haven't even dreamt of. You all right?
Yeah, I'm fine.
You know he's the asshole, right?
Yeah, I know.
That's really creepy from the outside looking in what she's doing right now, but he's probably more scared of you now.
But I thought about him so often, wondering where he was.
Dude, what is he gonna do, man?
Kit Walker. He asked me to be godmother to his kids.
Oh, really?
Kit got married again.
Dude, this episode's so interesting. It's just going throughout time. Looks like a 70s wedding to me.
Kit always believed the kids were destined for great things. Thomas is a law professor at Harvard, and Julia is a leading neurosurgeon.
Wow, holy shit. I think the aliens just, they create these kids that just end up being like the best possible
When he
human
was
beings,
around
apparently.
40, he developed pancreatic cancer.
Aww.
By the time they found it, the tumor had metastasized
Oh, that's so
to the
sad.
liver. And then the strangest thing happened. He disappeared,
The aliens took him.
and no one could explain exactly what happened.
Wow.
We'll see you at the Kennedy Center.
Oh shit. I really hope she doesn't end up dying. Oh no, man. Gotta give her a happy ending. Come on. He just has one goal right now. That's all he has.
Can I pour you a drink? Why don't you come out now?
Does she know it's him?
You don't need to hide.
There's no way she knows.
Let's get this over with, shall we?
Holy shit.
So I guess you've had a pretty great life, huh?
It's been eventful.
It's about to end.
I knew it the moment I saw you.
Really?
How did you manage to get yourself on the crew?
I like the parallel this kind of has to the scene where she killed Oliver.
Got friendly with the doorman. He told me about the interview. When the first guy showed up at dawn, the guy with the donuts, I cut his throat.
Oh my god.
He's in the trash bin.
Holy shit.
I always knew this day would come.
I didn't think you recognized me. How did you?
How could I not recognize my own baby boy?
His name's Johnny Morgan, 48 years old, unmarried, in and out of jail since his teens. Nothing major till now.
We think he's responsible for the deaths of at least 5 people.
Oh, shit, okay. So she was expecting this because of this. Okay. Interesting. So that's how she knew. Okay. That makes more sense.
You look like him, you know? Your father. How did you find out?
That you murdered my father?
About who you were.
That's what I was wondering.
Who told you?
You did. That day, on the playground.
Really?
I felt something. Then I saw you on the TV.
Oh. I assumed you took like a DNA test or something.
And I dreamed one day that you'd come back. Then I heard the tape and I knew you never would.
What tape?
I found it on eBay.
This monster you planted inside me, I'm getting rid of it. And since I'm stuck here, I'm gonna have to...
Oh, shit. That was on eBay?
My father loves me.
Your father didn't even know you, man. Come on.
He never loved you, John.
And you did?
No, I didn't love you. I couldn't. That's why I gave you up, so you'd have some shot at a life.
So you'd have a chance at a life, you mean?
Oh, shit.
Without me!
Yeah, but it wasn't her fault. That's like the most important thing here. It wasn't her fault, you know? So blaming her doesn't really make sense. She didn't put herself in that position. I can understand feeling resentful of some sort, but I mean, you're killing people. Like, you know, you've already lost any sort of credibility with your argument when you're killing people.
I've thought about this. I've thought about this a lot.
Oof. Is he gonna hesitate?
I just want him to be proud of me.
Johnny, he was a monster.
No.
Yes, he was.
No, he wasn't.
Yes, he was, baby. No, that's not you.
There's no way she's gonna talk him down. I think she's gonna end up killing him. She's gonna end up killing him.
Sweet little boy. We met on the playground.
He's already killed so many people. He can't come back from that.
It's not just him that's in you. I'm a part of you too.
I've heard people.
A lot of people.
It's not your fault, baby.
I feel like she's just gonna put him down. Yep. I expected it.
Mine.
Oh! Holy shit. Yeah, that's what I expected, but seeing it's a lot different than just expecting it. Damn. I mean, yeah, other than that, he'd probably go to jail, get the electric chair anyways. He would be killed regardless, so.
A girl like you like to dream large.
I'd love to hear your story someday.
No.
I don't think you and I are destined to meet again.
This scene didn't happen, right? I don't remember this scene. Is this like a what-if scenario, like something else? Like if she didn't end up sneaking into Briarcliff? Yeah, this is just like a what-if scenario. Oh no, not this song. I thought it was over. We haven't heard it in a while. I would like to say that was a pretty solid ending. I kind of expected the whole final showdown between Lana and Johnny, but the other stuff I was not expecting. I was not expecting Kit to actually take Sister Jude in his own care and then her dying and have that whole montage, which was a very beautiful scene. I didn't think we'd get that, but that was awesome. And then obviously we had, you know, Lana actually closing Briarcliff, which again, good, right? But I also feel, on the other hand, I kind of wish these past couple episodes were like expanded into more episodes. I feel like the season could have been 16 episodes because, I mean, the season had a pretty good pace, but honestly, the last 2 episodes felt kind of fast. I would have been fine with more episodes, but honestly, I still think the way they were able to handle these final 2 episodes was still really damn good. They did do it in a much faster way, sure, but they covered everything that we needed to see. They, you know, had enough moments with the characters for me to care about what was going on. So I think it works for me through and through, and I loved it. I am very, very happy with how the season turned out. Like I said, one of my favorite seasons of television of all time. Definitely favorite season of this show thus far. Throughout the entirety of it, I feel like it started off really strong, but I wasn't necessarily like in love with it. I was like, okay, this is pretty interesting. I like the whole asylum theme to it. Then things started getting really weird with all these secrets. Like the creatures were like the main secret that we kind of first started learning about. The aliens as well was something I was curious about. But then even the stuff that just wasn't supernatural, it was just focused on the characters and just like the different, you know, realistic characters within the show. Like Oliver, he is a realistic character. There's nothing about him that is supernatural or otherworldly. He's literally just a psychopath with this crazy, you know, messed up motivation of skinning people just for the sake of having that skin, you know, touch because he's not had it, you know, he wanted, you know, that motherly touch or whatever. Like just some twisted stuff like that. You have other characters like Lee, the Santa Claus guy. That was really interesting. That was really unique, really, really cool. And then, of course, you also throw in all the supernatural stuff, like, for example, the devil possessing Mary Eunice. And you have Dr. Arden, who's another character who's just he's not necessarily like someone who has a bunch of mental issues, but he's more so just an awful human being all around. And in that case, you know, him being a Nazi and all the other fucked up things he did at the place. There's a lot of interesting, unique villains because of that. I mean, just Oliver, Mary Eunice as the devil, not Mary Eunice herself, but, you know, the devil in her body, and Dr. Arden, like 3 very different villains. You could even throw in the Monsignor. Like those are 4 very different, unique villains all within one season of television. And they all work off of each other so well. This is damn good television, man. I'm very happy I watched this. I loved every second of it. Hopefully you guys did as well. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. I'm sure at some point we will do some sort of, I don't know, ranking of all the seasons if I end up watching all of them. But for now, let's get into the ranking of the characters, which we usually do at the end of these seasons. Let's do a tier list of all the characters from this season. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is time to do the character tier list ranking. We don't have every single character in the entire season here, but we do have the majority of the characters, all the main ones, I guess. And as I always say when I do these rankings, this is based off of how much I think the character is, how interesting they are, you know, how well written they are. It is not based on how good of a person I think they are. So just keep that in mind. If I put the, you know, a terrible human being in S tier, that does not mean I think that human being is correct in their what they do. You know, it just means I think they're a very interesting character who happens to be very well written. So first things first, we have Alma. And honestly, Alma wasn't focused on as much as I feel like she probably should have been, especially in the last episode, or episode 12, I mean. Because, I mean, she was a pretty significant character in terms of what, you know, she meant to Kit, but we didn't really see much of her at all other than that episode. And I did like that really fast twist that she had where she ended up killing Grace, but I do feel like it was a little too fast. And if they maybe focused a couple more episodes on that, I think it could have worked out better. So I'm going to put her in C tier just because I don't know if it all worked for me completely, but that aspect I thought was really good. So can't put her in D or anything like that. We have the... This is the Anne Frank girl, right? The one that thought she was Anne Frank. She was interesting. I actually would say she was quite interesting. She was only in 2 episodes, but she did have a really interesting story there about this, you know, fascination with, not only fascination, but this idea of her being Anne Frank. And she somehow knew, because of all her research and studying that she did, I guess that's how she knew. She knew that Dr. Arden was a Nazi. And that led to the whole Dr. Arden as a Nazi storyline, which was a really interesting storyline. So I might put her in B just because of that, to be honest. So she really did leave a good mark in just those 2 episodes she was in. Dr. Arden, he's an S tier character. Like I said, I don't care how terrible they are. If they're a great character, really well written, they can be one of the best. And I do think Dr. Arden did a great job. The actor was phenomenal in this role. I don't know the actor's name, but he is incredible. And every second he was on screen, I was loving it. Grace, I feel like, is an A tier for me. She did kind of have a lot more interesting scenes in the first half of the season, but once they got to a certain point towards the end of the season, I felt like she was just solely focused on the alien stuff, which was still interesting and cool, don't get me wrong, but I almost felt like her character just wasn't as good as she was, earlier on. Johnny here, we only had him for a little bit, but I did find his story interesting, so he definitely deserves to be B or A, but I mean, in a lot of ways, he did feel like a very different, severe version of Oliver, which worked, but, not better than the original characters, so I'm just going to leave him there. Kit is definitely S tier. I feel like chances are Evan Peters' characters throughout this series, he's probably going to end up being high most of the time. Lana, it's Lana. Okay. I have to say Banana or else I don't know her fucking name, bro. Banana Lana, that's what I'm going to call her. She is definitely S tier. I think she's actually probably one of the best characters in the American Horror Story, series thus far. I'm not gonna write these within the tiers. Actually, I could. I'll put her at the top. She's probably gonna go there. She was really well written. I really liked how she had this really, fucked up story where she's, put in Briarcliff and she's now treated like this, horrible human being. A big part of it was because of her sexuality. But even then, in the first place, it was because she was there and, they didn't want her to expose what was going on there. So they kind of just left her there and, had the whole thing where she had to go through terrible things like the conversion therapy thing. And when she eventually gets out, that's when I feel like her character starts to become really great, especially towards the end of the season when she started to, well, first of all, when she killed Oliver, that was her episode 11 was her best episode for sure. And then even into 13 at the end here, fantastic stuff. Really love what they did. And I love in episode 12 how they kind of made it so she was almost being eaten up by fame quite a bit. And she started to lose sight of her original intentions. And I thought that was really interesting. So she definitely deserves to be up there. The Monsignor, he was good. I'm not going to say he was a fantastic character, but he was pretty interesting. He had some moments that I really liked him. So really liked him in terms of really liked him as a character, but he was never a good person really, except for, when he was going against the devil, but that was quite obvious that he would go against the devil. So I'm going to put him in A. He was fine. Here we have the two characters. I don't know. I'm just going to throw them down here. Those are the two characters from the first episode. I don't really have any, I don't even know why they're on this list. They're not even really characters, but I'll throw them there. Lee, the Santa Claus killer guy, he was cool. I'll put him in B. I thought he was pretty interesting. He had an interesting little episode there, but he didn't do much more beyond that, I guess. So I'll leave him there. Oliver Thredson, S tier as well. Very interesting villain, very interesting motivations. I would go as far as to say one of the best villains I've seen in television. So really good there. Pepper, don't really have anything to say about her. She was fine. Sure, the Angel of Death as well. I don't know. She had some cool scenes, but don't really think I could put her that high. What was her name? Ooh, I don't remember her name. I'm forgetting it off the top of my head, but she was cool. But she was only in a few episodes, and I don't think she left a big mark on the series in any significant way. So I'm probably gonna leave her in C. Sister Jude. Sister Jude's got to go S. Just for that redemption arc she had, it's got to go S, man. I'm a sucker for redemption arcs, so she's got to go S. And honestly, the devil / Sister Mary Eunice, I guess she was mostly in her devil form for this series. She was only actually Mary Eunice for the first 2 episodes. I gotta put her in S as well. I mean, dude, fucking hell, man. These 3 villains are unstoppably interesting. So gotta throw there. I don't even remember Lana's girl. Was she? They weren't married, right? They were girlfriends, right? But were they married? Well, they can't be officially married at that point. I know, it's back in the 60s. They couldn't have been married, but I don't know if, I guess, yeah, they were just girlfriends then. But I don't remember her name, though. I'm forgetting. Fuck. I don't know. She's going C? C's fine. I don't know. She wasn't in that much of the show, so I wouldn't necessarily put her that high. But yeah, this is a really weird graph here because so many characters are an S, but it's just the way I feel, man. There's that many good characters this season. Very glad to see it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. If you would like to see the full uncut reaction of this episode as well as all the other episodes of the season, don't forget to check out my Patreon. Link to that is in the description. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Peace out, everyone.